Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your Imperator Slifer, or Slifer by short, and today I'm bringing you another multiplayer online battle of Rome versus the Seleucids. Very interesting battle. As you can see here, let's go ahead straight into the army composition. Put pause right here on my opponent. He's gonna bring 3 Eastern Slingers, pretty good units to back me away. He's gonna bring a pike-heavy infantry, so pikes are a pretty good tactic if you know how to use them correctly, and really good, silver shield pikemen. And he brought a pretty good. Yeah, these Levi pikemen aren't that great. He's got some more silver shield pikemen, and he has 2 Azat knights, pretty good, decent knights. Good cavalry overall. He has a great army composition, except he makes some crucial strategist mistakes that I take advantage right away. Let's go ahead and look at my Roman army. I have 2 units of Balearic slingers that I'm going to put at the forefront of my army. And then, helping them out, I got some velites. The main crux of my army is some 3 units of first cohorts, and the rest, 5 other units of legionaries. And then 4 legionaries and 1 legionary cohort. So my infantry is pretty decent, and I have a lot of men. I have these units of gladiator spearmen for any kind of cavalry that I need to move out about, and I actually do use these guys to counter the cavalry. On my left flank, I have a Praetorian cav and an auxiliary cav, and I have 1 auxiliary cav on the right flank protecting that side. So let's go and start the battle here. As you can see, wow, I'm getting 120 frames per second. That's crazy. Anyways, as you can hear, my guy is talking, but that doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna start slowly moving up my army. I want my slingers up at front. I think who has the better slingers, me or him? I have better slingers. Wow, I didn't even notice that. So that is probably why I had the advantage in the long range fight. Because right now when you see these slingers, for some reason, they're not going to do so well of a job. Another thing, he has his cavalry right here in the middle, and that's kind of dangerous. I never like having my cavalry in the middle of my army because it really exposes my flanks. So look at what I'm gonna do over here. I have 1 unit of cavalry going to his right flank and another one going to his left flank. Smartly, he's gonna start moving. He should start moving his knights on this flank, but the problem is he is out-horsed. I have 3 units and he has only 2, and I have a Praetorian cav, even though statistically it's weaker than his knights. I have this auxiliary, and I have these gladiator spearmen who can reinforce this side at any given moment. And that is kind of sort of exactly what I do. So as you can see here, he's starting to move his army. He has this pretty deadly pikemen right here. This is the first time I faced a pike army. And watching some videos on YouTube, I think I understood how to beat them. We'll see if that actually pans out. Again, I'm gonna start moving my auxiliary Balearic slingers up a little bit more. Even though I don't know why I have my abilities in the back. I think that was a mistake of mine. And as you can see here, he's starting to move his cavalry to 1 flank, which is a smart idea, because the worst thing he can do is just leave his cavalry in the middle, and I'll just outflank him. And because I see that he's sending both of his units, if he would have just sent 1 of his units, I would have been kind of screwed on this side, because I think he could have taken this unit of auxiliary cav, but he decided to go ahead and send both over there. So I'm pretty okay on that flank, but look at over here. Everyone knows that the worst thing you can do with a pike army is leave your back exposed. And that is exactly what he lets me to do. And plus, look at his general. His general is a pike unit, right? And look at this. Look at this. He's still maneuvering over there. I don't know. He's finally going to go ahead. I think he's getting distracted trying to go into the slinger fight. But look at the influence. Look at the radius of influence these guys are gonna do. Bam! And it begins. And look at that. I do an early charge. These guys are not doing absolutely anything. Let's watch this charge. They're bracing. Boom! And then I continue the charge to go into the general unit. Bang! Getting some easy kills. This unit has been almost destroyed entirely. As you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and move my gladiator spearmen because I know my cav units are gonna need some support over there. I have my Balearic slingers. Doing some damage, but look at this. They're just getting wrecked. Very good good movements. And I think this was actually a good idea of mine, not to have my velites up in front because that preserved them. And as you see here, I'm kind of screwed. I couldn't get out my horses in time and they're gonna die. But look at that, I already routed one unit already. They're leaving already somewhere over there. They're doing a good job. And right here, this is a big mistake. He tries to run his cavalry right in front of my slingers and my velites, and they're taking damage as it is, and I think he's trying to charge them in the back. But the problem with that is he should have reinforced instead of trying to go against my guys, because look at this. I have 2 units over here about to go and outflank him from that side, but he just let his Azat Knights get destroyed, and they're gonna get destroyed now. And my auxiliary cav got caught up in this pike line, which is very dangerous for me. But look at these guys, these knights. And now with my gladiator spearmen, these are gonna start dropping like flies. So I'm behind his line already. Very dangerous situation for a pike, heavy pike infantry. And as you can see here, I'm about to start throwing my velites around. This unit's already routed. I'm starting to outmaneuver him. His first unit of cav is going away. Now my velites are gonna have a field day with his pike units. I lost a unit of auxiliary cav there, but he's gonna use, quickly some levy pikemen, and then this horse is gonna be stuck there. I'm starting to do the encircling, moving on the left flank, encircling on the right flank. It's looking to be pretty bad. My Balearic slingers are taking care of his slingers. I throw some orders over there. Look at that already. Alright, so now he's trying to do a pike box, which I do. In this case, it's not cheap. It's just the way you're supposed to do things. He's gonna try and, he ran into my units, but first cohort, it's not gonna do much. I lost 10 men. But look at this. And look at this right here. Countercharge right into the backs of them with my Praetorian cav. Does not look pretty for him. Now he's gonna go ahead and send some pike units. And I bring up my general because I want to use him more effectively now. As long as I get this cab out of the way, I think the match is pretty much over. Unless I'm really dumb and just run into his pike, which that sort of does happen. I wasn't that careful with his pike units. And look right here. Look at his pikes, slowly but surely, gonna run into the backs of my legionary cohort to support them. And the same thing over here, but now look at my slingers and my velites. Open field to just go at them. And look at this charge by my legatus. Damn. And then I have to pull away really quickly so they don't turn on me and I don't have to face those pikes. And I'm gonna send my legatus to take care of this final remaining missile unit. And look at this two-sided, very dangerous for me actually, because the only way I could actually just beat this if there's a way I could get in between here, and this is exactly what I do with this unit of legionaries. I'm gonna try and set them up right here to get in between this gap, and that way, I'm losing. I really am losing right now. Look at those gladiator spearmen, But I get in between them. You're going to start routing from the back, and I do the same thing with my Legatus. Use that influence. I'm going to charge them right in the back. Bang! Okay. Now they're attacked in the rear, attacked in the flank. They're not going to have that much protection. Taking care of his general units. My missiles are just routed that unit. This unit is about to get wrecked. This unit's first cohort just threw their pilum. And it is practically almost over right now. The units are riding. Look at this unit enveloped. This unit is still not enveloped, and as soon as the fight is over, and actually right now, they're gonna get enveloped, and his general finally is going down. And that's over, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you beat a pike-heavy army with Rome. With a little lucky tactics and a little misplaying from my opponent, but that's almost in every single battle there is. You're only as good as how your opponent is bad. I think that's my philosophy. So my thing is I try to expose the weaknesses. And let's go ahead and look at the numbers. My Balearic Slingers did a wonderful job for me. My Valites did a good job. My infantry did not do that good because they were going up against the pikes, and his pikes did, you know, decently. One got 109, decently, and one of his cav units did okay. But look at my auxiliary cav. Wonderful. This cavalry did nothing. I don't know what happened to it. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. Overall, good battle. Good battles on my opponent. So I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to start doing another campaign. I mean, a new campaign, the only kind of campaign for this channel. I just don't know exactly with who. I know I want to do one with Macedon. So, but the thing with Macedon, I've done like 5 of them. I'm playing by my own, and I always fail them because I get war declared on me by everyone around me, and I just get enveloped. So I really want to do Macedon. I could do Rome. I already did a Spartan and an Athens one and finished them. Those were fun. Carthage could be fun. Perhaps we could do Carthage. Perhaps we could do Rome. Perhaps we could do Macedon. I don't have fun with the barbarians or the nomadic tribes. So if you can, or maybe Epirus or maybe Bactria or something like that. If you give me some kind of recommendation, I'll consider what to do for the first campaign. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe, share it if you like. And once again, this has been Slifer the Imperator. Until the next time, take care.